These are your rows. You can do these standing or seated. You can do them in whatever palm position you've been instructed to do so, whether that means palms down, palms in, or palms up. The form we're going to talk about is going to be the same throughout. You can also set the height of the resistance to whatever you've been instructed to do so, but generally speaking, for these types of rows, we're going to set them at about chest level, and maybe even a skew higher so that the cable will follow the track that your elbow is pulling straight back. If it's a little bit higher, that allows you to kind of pull down and get those mid-load traps a little bit more. Now, primarily with our form, we're really trying to make sure we're keeping our spines up straight and tall through the backs of our heads. When you pull back, you're going to keep your shoulders back and down. So not pulling back and up, not letting your shoulders rise up. Make sure you keep your shoulder blades pulled back and down before you've even started the row. And you're going to hold that position throughout the whole motion, back and forth here. And you can even see from this profile, I'm pulling my elbows only to about my sides. I'm not trying to pull my wrists all the way to my sides. That would be too far, putting my shoulder into an impingement. What we want to do is keep the shoulders held back and down, pull the elbows straight back just until about the elbows reach the sides, and then go back forward and return back and forth there. Be sure to take a moment to also check in with your lower body. You might not be able to see it in the shot here, but if the weight is strong enough that you have to squat down to hold the resistance, you want to make sure that your knees are in line with your toes, just like you would with any other squat. If you can, keep your feet about hip width and parallel, both toes facing forward, but wherever your toes are pointed, make sure the knees are in line with your toes as well. And you can sink into this when make sure you kind of sit into your heels a little bit if you're lifting really heavy weight, so that you can really ground yourself with good form there. So this is your row.